Day Live. I'm Janelle Martinez.
And I'm Allison Gottlieb. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hopefully you're having a great start to your day. Maybe a new Ted Lasso season will make it a little better.
So many people are so excited for this show. The 4th season, the trailer just came out. So yeah, they're switching things up.
Yes, August 5th it'll come out. You can check it out. Are you caught up?
I'm not caught up, but I know what's going to happen, and I don't think it's a secret that he's going to now coach a women's soccer team.
That's right. We did learn that.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
So I think that's really cool.
I
also heard that we won't see some of our favorites. They had to let some people go, obviously.
Well,
so anyway,
but yeah. I need to catch up on the last one.
Me too.
We talked about this the last time.
I am definitely not caught up. But
we could get caught up pretty quickly, though, too, by August 5th.
It's a good one. It's
August
a good
5th, it's like, coming up
that's
in like
really
a week.
soon.
Never mind. Maybe
that's really soon.
Whoops.
Yeah. Okay, so Home Alone again. What do you think of this?
No.
No,
but we don't need it.
No.
We don't need it.
I know. Leave it in the past.
Yeah, I think so. So Macaulay Culkin is talking to Disney about this, and we had heard he did a 35th anniversary screening of Home Alone, and he talked about, like, what if it was single dad Kevin gets locked out of his house by his son, and then he sets traps so he can't get back. I don't think we need it.
I don't think we need it either. I don't like that version of it. I mean, maybe some kind of version. I know he recently made a commercial, which was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about that.
I know, because I love that movie so much. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, they're so good.
I know.
They're so nostalgic, and you just watch it around the holidays, but I don't think we need it.
I know. They keep messing with our old stuff.
Right.
But yeah. So anyway,
sorry if that makes me
bummer. Well, that's all right. I think there are a lot of people who agree with you. Yeah. So we are Champa Bay, right? We've been in a little bit of a slump, but we are back because we have a new title, the 45th Annual Hemingway Look-Alike Contest, A Man from Tampa won.
This is so cool.
Yeah, so look at that. Now, he is 39. His name is Chris Dutton. He's a lawyer, but he looks a little bit different than the others, right? Because this is the first time the younger version of Hemingway won, so he doesn't have the white hair, the white beard, but look at him. And now we also have pictures of a side-by-side of the young Hemingway. I don't know if we already saw that. There it is.
Oh, my gosh.
Now that works, right? Now there he kind of looks like him. But I was expecting, the white hair, the white beard. But apparently this was the 7th time he entered this contest down in Key West, Ed.
He finally won.
7 times a charm. Yes. So congratulations to him.
That's great. He's from Tampa. That's so fun.
Yeah, very cool. All right, well, we have a great show for you today. We are counting down to the first day of school today. We tell you how you can help our kids get prepared.
And our real estate expert, Izzy Pollock, is back to tell us why the price that you see on that new home isn't the price you build. She's going to help us break down questions that you should be asking. But we're starting today with some tips on how to dress your best after a certain age.
A certain age, basically we want to look less frumpy after 50. Well, I do. I don't know. You're not quite there yet.
I still want to.
But Shauna's here. She's going to give us some tips. But before we get to those tips, I want you to take a look at her very unique St. Pete store.
We are a retailer, so it's exclusively Anthropologie. It's supposed to kind of feel like you're in Anthropologie, and it should smell like you're in Anthropologie, and all of our items are exclusively from Anthropologie, and we're brand new with tags as much as we can. 40 to 50% off the original retail price. Well, I started with my own closet. I cleaned out my closet. I had about 100 items, and I threw them on Poshmark. Almost all of them didn't have still had tags on them, and I sold them pretty quickly. So I said, well, I was kind of in a transition. I had hit 50. I was in commercial real estate forever, and I wanted to do something different with the second half of my life, and I was looking to buy a business. But then I thought, well, if I could get 2,000 items, I could probably start this store. And it took me about 6 months to get it going, and once I did, we were off and running. It's in the 90s. When I was in college, we had a store locally, and I loved it. I had no money, and I would save every dollar I had, and every couple of months I'd go in and buy a really cute shirt. And then probably for the last 10 years, I've been exclusively an Anthropologie buyer. Like everything I own is Anthropologie. Even my home, everything's Anthropologie. I love it. It keeps their value. You're not buying something for $200 and having to resell it for 10 bucks. It keeps its value. I mean, I had made mistakes so many times on sales where I would get excited. I had the exact same purple dress, 2 of them in the exact same size that came, and I can't return them now because I bought them on sale, and neither dress worked. So it's like, well, now I got 2 dresses to sell. So, there was a lot of items, especially on sale items, come through and then you just can't return them. Or you get lazy, especially us in St. Pete. We don't want to go all the way to Tampa to return it, and so it's just, you end up with it in your closet. We have home, a small section of home. We have shoes, we have accessories, necklaces and earrings. We have bags, handbags, all the above. 20-year-olds love it and 80-year-olds love it. Everybody loves Anthropologie. There is something not only about the clothing, but there's an experience when you walk into Anthropologie. It smells right. It sounds a certain way. It just has this feeling. Like when you walk in, people go, ah, you know, and I see it customer after customer walks in. It's how I've always felt when I go to Anthropologie as well. And I'm just so glad to see whatever that thing is, we're doing it right here.
I love this concept.
Yeah, such a cool store. So go check them out. Where are you located?
We're on 4th Street, 54th and 4th.
Perfect. It's a great location.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love
it
that
really
spot.
is.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're talking about kind of dressing for your age, and Anthropologie is a great place to start that whole look. It kind of helps you look elevated but not too young. And you know, why do you like it?
I love it because it's fun. Like they have so many special pieces, so you can wear a basic pair of pants and just have a fun top, or just the opposite, have an incredible pair of pants and have a basic tee on. Like you're always going to look fun.
Yeah. What would be one piece of advice that you would give someone if they're going through their closet?
Ideally, in your 50s, it's all about comfort.
Yeah.
So make sure you're comfort to start with, because you'll feel much better when you leave the house. You'll feel much more confident. But pull in some color. Bring in a fun tennis shoe, you know, and match it with a top that somewhat matches to it, or a scarf that has just a little bit of this color in it, and it'll just make your whole outfit pop.
Yeah. Well, show me some of the examples that you think would be good for someone who's 50 or 50 plus, and they don't want to be looking like they're trying too hard.
Yeah. So I got a couple different pairs of jeans here. These are a barrel jean. They're cool. They're interesting, but they're so comfortable. They fit well on women.
Yeah. It's all about comfort.
It's all about comfort.
Yeah.
These are just standard jeans again, but they're more of an actual pant. But they have all this interesting flowers on them.
Yeah, so
this one has extra little like rivets on the side. It makes it more fun.
So don't be afraid, you know, when in your 50s to kind of dress like cool. Like,
exactly.
Right? You can do some of the stuff that the young people are doing.
Yeah, find something a little special about them. You know, they're still comfortable. They just have a little something special to it.
Yeah, I love those
even
jeans.
a top, you know, having a little something extra special.
That is so cute.
You know, they go nicely with a pair of Easley denim.
Yes, I love that. Okay. And like, I like how you're
beautiful.
talking about color, because I think a lot of times you get afraid of color, and so you just wear white and black.
Yes.
But I mean, embrace the color.
Embrace the color. I mean, have a fun pair of pants. You know, it seems a little crazy, but like
those
in
are
your
cute.
50s, try it out. You know, the whole world's not staring at you. You might as well try it out. See what you like.
That's the whole point of fashion, though, too, right?
Yeah. That's what my friends and I, when we go out, we're like, no one's looking at us anyway.
Nobody's looking. And you spend a lot of time in your 20s, like, you know, in this corporate environment, you know, like with corporate wear or mom wear, and you really don't get a chance until your 50s to really have fun. So just do it in your 50s.
Yeah. What else do you have there? I see a lot of red, and that's very popular right now.
Yes, red pants are really easy
beautiful.
to add. I mean, look, you put on a cute top with it. I mean, how simple is that? You can put on, if you're more of a corporate-y type person, you can put on a button-down top with it. There's a matching vest that can go with it.
Oh, cute.
Look at all the outfits that you just pulled with one pair of pants.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yes, real simple.
Yeah,
and
very
I think even like basic pair of pants, find something with a little ruffle to it at the bottom. It just makes it real fun, and you add in even, this is great for fall.
Yes. I love that idea, because I would think maybe someone who's older was like, I can't wear that. That looks too like young.
Oh,
but
not remotely.
There are no rules.
There are absolutely no rules in your 50s. Do what feels good when you leave the house.
Yeah. And the experience that you were talking about of Anthropologie you're going to get at your store. We talked about, I love that you have the candles.
Yes. The minute you walk in, it should feel like you're in Anthropologie. We hear that regularly.
Yeah. So that's a great place to come in. If you know you like that style, to come in and you can have the conversation with you about what is it that feels good, looks good. You will be able to help with that.
Yes, 100%. Every single time. We love helping women find just their style that they want to play with.
Yeah. And if we have something from Anthropologie hanging in our closet that we haven't worn, that still has a tag on, bring it to you.
Yes, please do. We will buy it.
Yes. That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. This is fun. All right, when shopping for a home, do you know what starting from actually means? Izzy Pollock joining us next with 5 questions to ask so you get the real price.
Check engine light on? Get it checked for free at AMCO.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas. And in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
Yeah, our name's Bathmasters. So when you see us doing a kitchen or a full condo remodel, you're like, wait, bathrooms, right? Right. We started in bathrooms, the toughest room in the house. Tight spaces, plumbing, electrical, the works. Once you've mastered that, kitchens and full remodels are easy. So yeah, forgive the name. We could have called ourselves Everything Masters, but that just sounds cocky. Bath Masters and beyond. Our name says bath, our work says everything.
Introducing Laser Lift, the major medical breakthrough no-surgery facelift featuring Miss Florida 1972 and TV host Barbara Beck.
This is a procedure that I probably should have done years ago. I feel great on the inside, and now that is reflective on the outside.
Watch Dr. Basson perform Laser Lift on the doctors at BassonPlasticSurgery.com. Look 10 years younger with Laser Lift, the totally awake 20-minute procedure exclusively at the Basson Center. Call now and save $1,000.
Think you need a new roof? Think again and save thousands.
We'll help you put off the high cost of a roof replacement for at least 5 years.
Or 10.
Or sometimes even 15.
We're America's most trusted roofer because we always try to save your roof rather than replace it.
We'll restore your roof for a fraction of the cost of a new one.
But don't wait. If your roof loses too much protective coating, it's too late.
Call now or scan the code and we'll give you an assessment of your roof for free.
Mark with a K loves mayonnaise. Mark with a C can't stand it. That's the job. Remember the small things. Because that's how you make a great sub. You make it for someone, not just anyone.
Mark Italian, extra mayo. Mark Italian, no mayo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You get hurt in a car wreck and the insurance company offers you a tiny little check.
This tiny little check won't even cover your car repairs.
Don't take a tiny check from the insurance company. You may deserve more money, and I'll fight to get it for you.
Jack Bernstein got a client who injured their leg in a car wreck, $300,000.
Don't take a tiny check for your car wreck. Call Jack Bernstein.
Jack's got your back.
I'm attorney Jack Bernstein, protecting your rights.
813-333-6666.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas. And in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
New CBS Tonight. It's time to meet the new Big Brother house guest.
Let's get it.
I'm a game show host and a crybaby.
I have like this bubbly personality.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
When it comes to my strategy, that's top secret.
I don't think you guys are ready for my awesome hair routine.
I'm a rocket scientist, literally. What I'm gonna bring to Big Brother? Okay, wait, I forgot. Redo.
Big Brother is all new CBS Tonight and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Love with a home. Realtor Izzy Pollock says there are 5 questions that you should be asking. Good to have you back.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. So this is a very important thing to think about when you're looking for a home. Why are there these 5 questions? Why is that important?
So this is one of the very main questions I receive from people. They are very confused about how the new construction is structured in terms of pricing. Therefore, they will look at something, it will be like starting from $300,000 and they will walk away with $800,000 by the end. So there are 5 very important questions. What is the base price?
Yeah, so let's start with that. Just what is included in that base price?
The base price is going to be pretty much your very base floor plan.
Okay.
It's going to have the most basic home site. It's not going to have a lot of upgrades. It's going to have greater builder stuff. And therefore, you're going to have the most minimal payment and most minimally priced house in the neighborhood.
Okay.
But it will be your entry point. It's not going to be where you're going to
That's
end
not
up.
what you're going to be signing.
No.
Okay, so then what is the home site premium?
So home site premium is going to be where you're located in the neighborhood. Do you have a lot that sees sunsets? Do you have pond views? Do you have both of them? Are you looking at a preserve? These all determines how your lot is priced. Therefore, your home site premium is going to be the land, the lot that you're going to be buying within the neighborhood.
I've never thought of that before. Where you're located is going to change that price.
And let me tell you, when we say starting from, it's actually the structure without the land. Like think about a house without the land floating in air, so the premium will be, the lot is going to be the place the house will be on.
That makes sense. Okay, which upgrades then are structural?
So structural upgrades, if you want to expand your lanai, if you want to have a bigger lanai, or you want to add a 1-bedroom or a bathroom, or you want a 3-car garage, and there's that option with the builder to expand out.
Okay.
That will be a, upgrade structurally done because you're kind of physically changing the structure of the building.
Okay. And then what conditions are attached to the incentive?
So there are I've been seeing 4 different types. It can be a price reduction. So the builder says if you sign up by this particular date, we are going to give you a discount. It can be a mortgage rate buy down. So instead of paying in 6s, you might be ending up paying at 5.75%, 5%. Or it can be towards the structural or interior upgrade. So they can say, hey, we're going to give you $50,000 to use towards your, I don't know, like if you want to upgrade your lanai, put an outdoor kitchen. So it can be that too. So there are different ways of builders are doing it. At some point in Lakewood Ranch, we had a builder giving away golf carts as an incentive.
What an incentive.
Yeah, but it changes because how the builder wants to promote their business and how they want to sell their sites.
And it really goes back to what you want. You talk about that a lot, like what is important to you.
Absolutely.
So if that outdoor kitchen is not important, that's not where you're going to put that money.
That's what I mean. So it will come down to what is very important to you. And if you want a bigger house and like a cabana bathroom is going to mean so much to your family, that's probably where you're going to put the money. But if you're not going to be spending a lot of time, and if you want a smaller house, maybe you're not going to care to put a pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. What is my final price and payment after everything?
So your final price is going to be your base price. It's going to be your lot premium, where you're going to plop down your house. It's going to be your structural and interior upgrades. And then it's going to be minus the incentives is going to be the price you're going to walk away with.
Okay, so you really have to pay attention to, yes, like I like this home, but it's not going to cost me that amount.
Yes, correct. And that's why I said when you see starting from 500s, be very careful because chances you're going to walk away with $850,000 to $1 million.
Should you really go into a lot of these conversations with a builder or a realtor saying, here are the things that are important, like make a list of what's important?
Yes, to understand new construction, I think you really need to. And it's really good to be on top of builders because these incentives change.
Okay.
Depending on the season, the holidays, they might be giving away different things. So it's really important to have a good realtor to actually talk and see what they can offer in this time of the year when you're ready. So you're on top of it.
Yeah, and certainly this is something that you can direct people with.
Absolutely.
To say, okay, if you really want a pool or you really want that outdoor kitchen, this is not going to be your price.
Absolutely. And, those are some of the tough conversations we have to have because we have to set the reality of the situation. But then it pays off in the end.
Yeah.
When you know what you're getting.
You're getting and if it's what you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, wonderful. People want to reach out to you if they're interested in a home. How do we get in touch with you?
Very easy. Lakewood Ranch Realtor, Izzy.com is my website, or you can find me on Instagram.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here. Great information as always. We learn a lot from you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to help kids head back to class prepared, we've got an easy way to pitch in. That's coming up next.
Watch Dave Wagner weeknights on 10 Tampa Bay News. When the weather changes, you feel the impact. That's when our meteorologists issue a weather impact alert, so you're prepared. Watch 10 Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay Plus. 10 Tampa Bay News this morning keeps you prepared for whatever the day brings. Working overnight to get you the latest breaking news.
All of this unfolding while many of you were sleeping.
Stay ahead of the storm with Weather Impact Alert Days.
A little more muggy this morning. That humidity is going to gradually climb.
Start with a team you trust.
Thanks for waking up with us this morning.
10 Tampa Bay News this morning. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m. Stream free on your TV or phone.
You rely on your car every day. That's why at Tires Plus, we break it all down, keeping you in the know about what needs attention now and what can wait, so you can drive away with confidence. Tires Plus.
Choose Winters and Yonker, and we will send an attorney to you for your auto accident. I'm Bill Winters. If you've been injured in an accident, call Winters and Yonker so we can start working on your case. Call Winters and Yonker for your free attorney consultation.
How can Consumer Cellular offer fast, reliable coverage and save you up to half? There's got to be a catch, and I'm going to find it by going straight to the CEO himself, Ed Evans. What's up, Ed?
Carrie, here's the secret. We know our customers are going to use a lot less data. We can then set our pricing substantially lower than what the big three are able to do on the exact same network.
Hang on a minute, Ed. Are you saying if I need a lot of data, you don't have a plan for me?
No, in fact, we have all kinds of plans, so you can pay for exactly what you need. Nobody does it better than Consumer Cellular.
It's the Consumer Cellular Summer Switch event. If you're 50 and over, you could cut up to 50% off your big wireless bill. And right now, save an extra $50 off with code SAVE50. All on the network ranked #1 in coverage satisfaction. Call right now and speak with a U.S.-based sales rep in about 15 seconds. So call now and save during the Summer Switch event. Call 1-800-949-4156.
Oh, this place is huge. City Furniture is now City Home. An easier, more exciting, more complete way to shop for home. Now offering appliances, TVs and electronics, closets, fitness, and more. Along with the furniture, mattresses, and decor you know. At the unbeatable value you've counted on for over 50 years. One place for everything. City Furniture is now City Home. Your first stop for all things home.
In the blink of an eye, you've been in a car crash. You weren't ready for that. At Bernetti PA, we believe we provide both big firm strength and authentic small firm service. If you've been injured, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready.
At Tires Plus, we know that all drivers are different. That's why we take the time to understand what matters most to you. Then we show you good, better, and best tire options, so you can select the right tire for you. Tires Plus.
10 Tampa Bay is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Well, families can spend nearly $1,000 during the back-to-school season, and not everyone has that extra cash. Every year, the Pinellas and Hillsborough Education Foundations team up to help students head back to school with every supply they need. Kim Jowell and Anna Corman are here to tell us more about their school supply drive. So welcome to the show. It's so great to have you both here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so let's talk about these school supply drives. So we need the community to step up and help to donate supplies, correct? On both sides of the bay.
On both sides of the bay, yes, we do.
Tell me a little bit more about it.
So we have, between Pinellas and Hillsborough, we have about 200,000 students that are economically disadvantaged. And so when you think about families having to put food on the table, increase gas prices, electricity, gosh knows we're needing the AC these days, but they can't afford these extra expenses. So it is important for kids to have the supplies ready to the first day of school, to be engaged in their learning. And it just all starts with pencil and paper. And so it's really important for us to do this drive and get those supplies to our students.
Yeah, and 10 Tampa Bay is a part of this. We're going to be out there this Friday helping to collect those supplies. Talk about the locations and what you're asking people to do.
Sure. So we have 2 drop-off locations, one in Pinellas, one in Hillsborough, where anyone can come by and drop off supplies from 9 to 5 o'clock. So that will be at the Hillsborough Education Foundation at 2306 North Howard Avenue, and then at the Pinellas Education Foundation offices as well. I don't know your address.
That's what Google's for, right?
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah. But we'd love for anybody to come by. If you get to the store this week or able to pick up some extra supplies, anything goes a really long way to make sure that every student comes to school ready to be engaged and to learn and to succeed for the school year.
Yeah, so you brought some examples, but I'm sure this is just a snippet of what you need. But so what kinds of supplies are you needing this year?
So we always need paper, pen, pencils, folders. Notebooks are really important. We got the markers, the crayons, the sharpeners, glue sticks, all of those kinds of things that you think about. I mean, I used to love getting my school supplies at the first of the year. I mean, it was a Trapper Keeper back then.
Right, I know. We've talked about the Trapper Keeper. They don't have those anymore.
But anyway, it's just been great. It is something. All of those things are needed. You know, backpacks, all of it is needed. Just think about what you wanted as a kid and let us get that. Binders, but spiral notebooks are very important.
Yeah, you know, there are a lot of empty nesters out there, and I think it could be really fun for them to go back and do some school shopping, back to school shopping, and then bring it to you guys.
They also might be shocked with the prices compared to when we did it before.
It's a little bit different. So, and now if people can't go to the stores, they can still help out, correct?
Yes, they can donate online through our Amazon wish list. If they go to tbschoolsupplies.com, then they'll be able to find that Amazon wish list.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about the need? I know we touched on it briefly, but I feel like today the need is even greater than it was a year or two ago, it seems like. What are you seeing out there?
Yeah, the need is growing. We hear about it. We know our teachers are using their money for the classroom, and we definitely don't want that. But we've heard it from our families. Our schools have talked to us about the need. And so, like I said, the prices are increasing. And so, and these are not going down in price either. But we know, like, there's tax-free week, there's buy one, get one free. So while we're doing the drive on this Friday, we will continue to collect for a little while. But for us, it's important for kids to have it the first day of school. So we got to get it, that's coming soon. And so we want to get it in the hands so that they're ready the first day.
Yeah, we need to set them up for success, and that starts with the school supplies. So what is the next step? How do you get these supplies to the kids who need them?
Yeah. Well, we partner with our school districts, first of all, to make sure that we're giving the supplies to the students who have the highest need. In Hillsborough, we run a free teacher supply store, the Teaching Tools Resource Center. So teachers who work for Hillsborough County Public Schools come to our store and shop for those supplies and then distribute them to the students in the greatest need. I know Pinellas works very closely with their school district as well to distribute those supplies.
Yeah, for us, it's a lot of volunteer opportunities too to come and sort all of this once we get it. I mean, we were out at the Tampa Bay Rays games. We had a bus full, so we've got it to sort and package so that we can send it out to schools with the highest needs that we've identified already. Yeah. So we'll take volunteers, and then we'll have a lot of vans rented next week, and we'll be pulling them out to go to schools.
Yeah, what a great way to volunteer. Yeah. That sounds
it's
fantastic.
Air conditioned too.
Okay, air conditioned inside. Okay, you got me. All right, so thanks so much. Really appreciate it. And to learn more or to find out more information to drop off, you can just head to tbschoolsupply.com. And Allison, you're going to be out there on Friday.
Yes, I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join us on Friday and you can see what they're going to be doing out there. And we're going to keep getting you ready for the new school year, from lunchbox ideas to getting back into a routine. Tomorrow on Great Day Live, we're getting you ready to go back to school.
A careless driver's texting on their cell phone and hits you.
If a careless driver hurt you, call me right now.
Jack Bernstein got a client who suffered severe neck and back injuries in a car wreck $500,000.
I'm attorney Jack Bernstein, protecting your rights.
Looking to sell your house? Choosing the right buyer matters. Hi, I'm Andrew the Home Buyer, and I'm proud that over the years, thousands of homeowners have trusted me to buy their house. I pay cash, and I pay more than anyone else. I'll buy it in any condition, and I'll even let you live in your home for free after we close. Call me, Andrew the Home Buyer. You'll love selling me your house.
Sometimes it's hard to see past the looming repair and replacement costs all around your house. Finally, you can stop seeing money and start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. Air conditioning, refrigerator, washer and dryer, electrical, plumbing, and more.
If there's one guarantee in home ownership, it's that things are going to break down.
When an appliance or system breaks down, First American sends a trusted contractor to fix it.
And if they can't fix it, they will replace it.
Members pay low monthly rates with unlimited claims and 24/7 customer service.
We've saved thousands of dollars that we've been able to reinvest into our home.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again. Call 1-800-609-1593 now or go online to get your free no obligation quote. So call now.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's the most reliable internet.
It's connecting with my followers out there and in here.
It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's Wi-Fi that stays on even when the power doesn't.
Staying connected no matter what.
So what's Spectrum Internet? It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at spectrum.com.
When cancer touches your life, every moment matters, and where you go first can make all the difference. That's why Moffitt, Florida's #1 cancer hospital, is now closer to you in Pasco County. At Moffitt, every decision, every discovery, and every breakthrough is made with one purpose: to save more lives. We treat more than 100 types of cancer. Our nationally recognized cancer experts are turning research into treatments that are changing lives today, giving patients everywhere more options and more hope. No one in Florida even comes close. And now, this leader in cancer care is right in your backyard, offering services such as diagnostic imaging, cancer screenings, infusion therapy where loved ones are welcome to join you, state-of-the-art radiation technology, and access to cell therapies and groundbreaking clinical trials. Because hope and healing start with care that's within reach. Moffitt at Sparrows, a cancer center like no other.
It's hard to believe that summer break is wrapping up soon, but there is still, some time to make some memories with some adventures. And of course, we had to call Florida travel expert Sarah Finney. She has some spots that you can go with your kids. You can discover wildlife and history and just make our area, part of that vacation because we've got so many great things here.
Yeah, so many great things to do. And it's just about that time of summer where we got to get those gears turning again.
That's true.
We got to get back into learning mode. And so I've got 4 great stops that are local, so it doesn't take much effort, but there's a big payoff there.
Okay, good.
And we need to start with a tour that combines science and sightseeing, which is pretty amazing. So the Tampa Bay Watch, they run a wildlife boat tour, which is super fun because you actually hit the water of Tampa Bay and they drop a net there, then they track what they find, and then you get to see what they pull up. So it's a really neat interactive thing for kids of all ages to enjoy. You get to see some of the fish that they pulled up in that net, and this is all part of scientific research, which is really amazing. And then you could actually walk to the Tampa Bay Watch Discovery Center, which is also on the St. Pete Pier, where you can see invasive as well as native species. You can get hands-on at the Tampa Bay Touch Tank there. They've got some horseshoe crabs that you can touch. And it's a really neat way to learn about Tampa Bay, which is an incredible natural resource here in the area. And Tampa Bay Watch does incredible work reviving the habitat of Tampa Bay through oyster restoration projects, living shorelines. And so this is a neat, meaningful way to learn about the environment, get those science wheels going again. And of course, all the proceeds from the tour, as well as when you visit the Discovery Center, go back to Tampa Bay Watch too.
Wow.
I know. So it's a great way to spend your money and also let the kids learn a little bit.
I did not know that you could take that boat out and be a part of that.
Some scientific research in action.
That's really
It's
cool.
like science class with all the fun stuff, none of the tests, which I really like personally.
We're not ready for the test yet.
We're not ready for the test, not just yet.
Yeah.
And next we're heading over to Largo, 2 hidden gems that are completely free. So if you've got a plant lover in the family, as well as maybe even somebody who enjoys learning about the history of the area, these are 2 great spots for you. We've got Florida Botanical Gardens as well as Heritage Village. Heritage Village here has been around for 50 years, 50, preserving the history of Pinellas County. And you can step inside some of the buildings that were moved to this area. So a log cabin, really neat there. We've got some really cool structures. It's a fun way to learn about the early pioneers of Pinellas County. And then a short walk away is Florida Botanical Gardens.
I've taken my niece and nephew to Florida Botanical Gardens.
Yes.
It was a perfect afternoon.
Yeah, and it's nice and shady, so you can enjoy it without getting too overheated.
Yeah.
So it's something to have fun with, and of course, again, they are both free there.
Yes, which is so nice because you can spend as much or as little time as you want there.
Exactly, and you can get a taste of some wildlife too, because at Florida Botanical Gardens, you can look for alligators,
we saw turtles,
yes, some birds, so it's a fun time.
Yeah.
And light load, just show up, parking's really close to where you're going, and again, it's totally free, so budget friendly
Pack
as
a
well.
Lunch, you can have a little picnic while you're there, very cool. I had not heard of this either, a sponge diving tour.
Yes, St. Nicholas Boat Line up in Tarpon Springs. They have been running tours in Tarpon Springs since 1924. So you're going to go board a historic boat there and head down the Anclote River toward the Gulf. And eventually they're going to stop there and they're going to have one of their sponge divers put on this traditional gear that weighs more than 170 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It's quite a sight. There he is getting suited up there. And he is actually going to plop down into the water and harvest a sponge. You're going to follow his bubbles. Eventually, he's going to stick his arm up with that sponge on the stick, or whatever it's called. And he's going to bring it back on board. And you get to touch the sponge that he just harvested. So it's a neat way to see what sponge diving was like long ago. They don't use that gear anymore.
Wow.
And then you're going to get to touch other sponges, take a photo with the sponge diver, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day on the sponge docks themselves.
That's super fun.
Yeah, you're guaranteed to come away with some fun facts about sponging and some great photos as well to share on Facebook with the friends and family.
Some food.
And some food too. I mean, the whole day at the sponge docks. you can't go wrong there. Yeah. Such a fun place to kind of feel like you're in Greece, but it's just 30 minutes north of Clearwater.
Yeah, Tarpon Springs is great.
Can't beat that.
And then Weeden Island.
Weeden Island Preserve, 3,000 acres, really close to the station here.
Yeah.
Hopefully you spend a lot of time there, maybe even hit the water at the mangrove tunnels there. A pretty incredible system of mangrove tunnels for kids and parents that love paddling. You can look for a variety of wildlife. If you don't have your own kayaks or paddleboards, of course, you can rent from the Eco-Immersion that is on site there. And once you're done on the paddling trails, you can hit the boardwalks, enjoy the 45-foot observation tower, and of course, you need to visit the Weeden Island Cultural and Natural History Center, where you can learn about the really, really impressive human history of Weeden Island. In fact, what we just saw there was a canoe that's 1,100 years old that was discovered at Weeden Island in the early 2000s, and now it's on display. So you get a fun mix of adventure with the paddling, you know, neat times on the boardwalks there, and of course, just kind of soaking in the history of Weeden Island itself at the Cultural Center there too. So it is so much fun.
This is great because you are learning something that you're like sneaking
having
it in.
fun.
Yeah,
I know. You got to be sneaky before school starts.
I want to do some of this stuff.
Exactly. These are fun for all ages, no matter if you've got kids, you don't, no matter what age you are.
Yeah, very cool. We always have the best ideas.
I don't want to brag, but thank you.
You found the cool spots.
Yes.
We love it. Thanks as always for being here.
Thank you so
good
much
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
You know, Chanel, good ideas to head out there. A couple weeks left.
No, such fun ideas.
Yes.
We need the weather to hold up a little bit. What are we looking at here?
I know. It's so unfortunate because the last couple weekends of summer are upon us. This weekend just not looking the best. The next couple of days looking a little rainy. You know, we need the rain, but it's hard to tell the kids that, you know. It's like, what do you mean? No, I want to get outside. So we do have some rain on the way. This morning, already some rain starting to move inland along our coastline. We have this batch of storms that's kind of been lingering offshore for a little while now, and that is going to continue to move inland throughout the next couple of hours. So right now, down towards Sarasota County, a few showers. Also starting to see some rain move in along Pinellas County. If you have any plans to go to the beach, next couple of hours, unfortunately, looks like we're going to have to deal with a few storms. After lunchtime, it trends a little bit drier, but you have to be very careful in the water to be of a high rip current risk. That'll probably persist all the way through the weekend.
That's very important for people who are visiting.
Yes.
To remember. It's important for everyone, but definitely people who are visiting.
Of course. Make sure lifeguards on duty. That's kind of the best thing to do if you really must get in the water the next couple of days here. So storms will move kind of along our coast between now and about lunchtime, and then they'll drift inland through the early afternoon. Evening commute trends mostly dry, so not necessarily going to run into a bunch of rain for that. But then as we head into tomorrow, really starting tonight, we could have some storms move in. Here's our flood risk for tomorrow. So it's a level 1 threat, so we're not looking at a high flood risk for the area, but we're going to have a lot of heavy rain on the way starting tomorrow all the way through the upcoming weekend. So that is going to lead to a flash flooding risk just because of that heavy rain that's going to kind of just linger around on and off over the next several days. So starting off tomorrow morning, as you're sleeping tonight, could hear a couple rumbles of thunder, not expecting severe weather overnight, but some gusty wind, heavy rain possible in those storms. And that's just going to lead to some wet roadways tomorrow morning. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, if you're an early commuter, we could still have some rain in Pinellas County, Tampa, so obviously some very heavily traveled areas for the morning ride. We could have some rain linger along the coastline throughout the morning commute, rush hour, 7, 8 o'clock. Now, we do trend a little drier in the afternoon. If you had any boating plans tomorrow, I hate to tell you, it looks like storms are going to linger offshore quite a bit tomorrow, so something you'll want to watch. And then Friday, morning commute looks quite wet for us, so prepare for a slower ride to work on Friday. I was saying at least it's Thursday, Friday, not like Monday, Tuesday, where we're having to deal with all this, right? Maybe makes it a little better. And then Friday evening trends drier too, so Friday night plans look okay right now.
Okay, good. All right, well, our guest hung around because she has a question for you.
Yes, Sarah's got a lot of work to do. She's got to go out and find some spots, so you had a question for Courtney.
I sure do, Courtney. I don't like the way that Wednesday and especially Thursday's looking, so now I'm curious. Is the weekend going to be any better for outdoor adventures, or are we in for more rain?
Unfortunately, you know, it's so hard because, again, like we're in such a bad drought, but it does look a little rainy for this weekend. We have pretty high coverage of rain both Saturday and Sunday. It does look like it's mainly going to be an afternoon and evening event for Saturday and Sunday, so maybe just try to get up a little earlier Saturday and Sunday. I know we love to sleep in on the weekend, but Saturday, Sunday probably going to be fairly wet in the afternoon and evening hours. So widespread rain. We have this front that's just going to be sitting to our north that's just going to trap in tons of moisture and give us that unsettled weather pattern. But it will keep temperatures in the 80s. So I guess that's better. We're not going to melt quite as bad as we have been here lately. But definitely afternoon and evening, you're going to be dodging some storms both days. So that's something you'll have to look out for, kind of adjust your weekend. Think of some backup indoor plans.
Right.
You know, we have the aquarium. We have all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes,
Great movies coming out,
too. It could be a good movie weekend.
So many good movies coming out.
And you know what? Set that alarm early. Start getting those kids up early because they're going to have to do it for school. Just get them ready. Do something fun for the weekend.
I know the kiddos don't love that, but maybe it's like on a rainy morning, it's not going to be a rainy morning, but I feel like something like some cinnamon rolls to get them up and at it out of bed, get them excited for the day. We will start to trend dryer early next week. That was what my mom used to do to get me out of bed. Cinnamon rolls all day.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Allison.
That she does that for you. How sweet. Okay, these are not your ordinary beautiful bracelets. They act as armor. How they protect women, that's coming up next.
Great Day Dining, we get a bite of Bite Burgers, a locally owned fast casual spot founded by family.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
Welcome to Amscott. I need cash fast. You need a photo ID and proof of income and checking account info. That work? Perfect. Will I have an answer by tomorrow? More like minutes.
$50 to $1,000, no credit check.
Amscott. We were excited to welcome the Tampa Bay Bucks into the Morgan & Morgan family. Captain Fear has embraced firm life. We're working through some things.
Appliances break down, home systems fail, which means I show up at everyone's door because I'm inevitable.
Unfortunately, something expensive is about to happen.
Is it the heat, plumbing, electrical, wiring, garage door, oven?
But we already have homeowners insurance. Home insurance only covers disasters. First American covers your everyday wear and tear, and if they can't repair it, they'll replace it. So give the people at First American a call. Unexpected repair bills never drained Sonia's savings. She found a better way to protect her home.
First American has had my back for years. It saved me hundreds. Just one call, and they send a pre-screened, qualified contractor. No chasing quotes.
Don't wait for a budget-busting expense to wipe out your savings. Call right now to secure your peace of mind. Home breakdowns are inevitable, but the expense, that's optional.
Call now for a free quote that could save you thousands. Get comprehensive protection for about $1 a day. Call 800-896-7959 or visit FAHW.com. You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-384-9341.
Amanda is about to have a big, unexpected bill.
Not again.
Amanda's mom can help, but her daughter's independent.
I got this.
Get $50 to $1,000 in minutes. No credit check.
When life happens, there's Amscott.
I'm Dave Wagner, anchor at 10 Tampa Bay News. I've investigated stories all over the country, but returned to Tampa Bay because this is home. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves us to act, it moves us forward, and it can even move our hearts. And at 10 Tampa Bay News, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Tampa Bay.
Elora is giving women back their freedom to live, laugh, and dance carefree with a bracelet. CEO and co-founder Addison Bounds is here to show us how that works. Welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, the bracelets are beautiful. We're going to see them in a second, but I just wanted to start with, what exactly are they? What do they do?
Yeah, so what we're developing are the miniaturized chemical sensors that are actually internal inside those bracelets, so you can't see them. But you simply would use your finger or your straw, transfer a drop of that beverage onto the bracelet, and then internally we're able to see exactly what drugs are present in your beverage, if any, have been used to spike your drink. So it's a protection product to keep women safe from drink spiking, which unfortunately affects 56% of women. It's a really, really big problem.
Yeah, and there's no way of knowing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so these are the bracelets that we're looking at now. So that circular part, that's where you would drop some of the beverage that you have.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. And then once that happens and it goes onto that bracelet, then what?
So you'd receive a notification to your phone. Right now, our response time is like 20 to 30 seconds, but we're hoping to speed that up to around 15 seconds. And you receive that notification to your phone, and that can come in however the consumer chooses, whether that's like a coded text message, phone call, vibration pattern, whatever it looks like. And it will tell you very clearly if your drink is safe to consume or not.
Okay, and then it goes to that app.
Yes,
which you have. So we have some video of the apps and how it works and like the process that it goes through. So once you get that notification, kind of walk us through the steps that take place then.
Yeah, so if your drink has been spiked, you receive that notification. Well, you'll receive a notification either way, but if your drink has been spiked, your live location will then be sent to the safety network of contacts that you've connected to the app prior to that evening. So that could be parents, anyone you're in a relationship with, any friends that you're out with that night. So you'll have any additional support you may need if you are in a compromised situation. And then you can also use that to report the instance to the venue you're at, or even contact authorities directly through the app as well.
Yeah, that's great to have that piece of it, because just because you don't know ahead you've been drinking that drink and then now you realize that something has been put in it.
Exactly.
And so that does, so it alerts those people.
Yes,
and then they can take care of that next steps.
Exactly.
So then when you are talking about this app and you have that community, it really is more than just an alert system. You have created like a community on this app.
100%. Yeah, I think the reason the app is really important to us, aside from just delivering the results and keeping that individual safe, it's really the only way that we can create that community aspect, not only for survivors, but also for those who are not yet supporting the movement against drink spiking. So looking at venues, bars, frats, different clubs, whatever area you may live in. When we have this map feature that we're building that shows like safety scores of venues in your area.
Oh, interesting.
So now the responsibility is then put back on these venues to create safe spaces for their patrons, for their customers. And right now, unfortunately, a lot of those venues don't really take responsibility or accountability when drink spiking occurs in their premise. So we're really excited to kind of put that responsibility back on them to create that cultural movement away from drink spiking.
Yeah, why did you want to create this?
Yeah, so I'm 22, my co-founder's 25. We've both lived through the college experience of, feeling like this pervasive fear kind of following us around whenever we go out. And, when you're young and you're going out, you want to have fun with your friends. You don't want to be babysitting your drink and worried about it the whole time. Yeah. I've also had quite a few friends who have had their drink spiked. So I think it just became this really strong conviction for me and like a very strong calling to make a difference in this space. And I knew, being a young one myself, I was like, the only solution that will actually be used is something that's aesthetic and that blends in and that meets women where they are, as opposed to forcing another product on them where they have to feel like all the responsibility is on them.
Yeah, and they are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we can get on a wait list to get them now, right?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
go to the website, and that website's right there on your screen. You can check it out and get on that wait list. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Yeah. All right, Janelle, it smells good in here.
I know, I am so excited because those hungry USF students have a great burger place they can now turn to thanks to these alumni. Ali and Matt are the founders of Bite Burger, and they're here to give us a taste in our kitchen, Savor Kitchen. So welcome, guys. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
We could always use a good burger spot, but you guys felt that there was, something lacking in the Tampa Bay area. Why did you create this burger spot?
Absolutely. So we felt that we were missing a real traditional smash burger, something with that crispy edge, juicy in the middle, and really seared all the way. And so we brought it. So don't put away your griddles yet. We have a couple weekends left of summer.
Yes.
And today we're going to be teaching you guys how to make a smash burger.
Yeah, because when I've had a lot of smash burgers. I do love them, but initially I was like, oh, but you're squishing all the juice out of them. So talk to me about, what it is and what makes a good smash burger.
So that smash burger is you're gonna want to season it very well.
Okay.
And when you go to smash it, you still want to keep it juicy in the middle. I know everybody loves a nice juicy burger, right?
Yeah.
But you still want a little crunch on the edge.
Outside.
Yeah. So my brother Matt's gonna teach everybody how to do it.
Show us how you do it.
So yeah, pretty much, all you need: griddle, spatula, smasher. Get you some, high quality meat. Gotta have the high quality ingredients. That's the main,
right.
shebang.
And at Bite, we're using 100% Angus beef. So the same beef you'll find at a 5-star restaurant, you'll find it at Bite.
Nice.
So yeah, when you put it on, give it 5-10 seconds, and then just kind of you don't want to smash too hard, and then you can just kind of, start going around the pot.
These are everyday. We use a griddle at the restaurant.
Right.
But if you're at home, you can use a skillet, just buy yourself a smasher, anybody can do it. And if you have a griddle, even better.
So griddles are best, but you can use this cast iron like you're using now.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, wow, you really do, you do it slow, but you do smash it pretty thin.
Yeah, you have to smash it thin, and like you said, the griddle's preferable, but, gotta get it right.
We came on here to give you guys a little taste, so we brought the skillet with us.
No, that's okay. I'm glad. I know our stovetop here isn't the best like you probably have at the restaurant. Yeah. But now you guys are brothers. Is it hard to work together as family?
Oh, it can be tough, but it's a joy working with your family.
It's a joy. Oh boy.
We grew up very close, and so to come and work together now. If you can't, we got to stand the heat in the kitchen.
Right, absolutely. All right, so how are we looking there?
We're just waiting. You give it about 30, 45 seconds. Put the seasoning on right away after you smash it. And you can see there'll be little holes on the outside. That's what's going to be the crispy on the edge.
That's okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what you want all the way around. And then when you flip it, you'll see the crispy edge will be on the outside. So we're about ready to flip.
Okay.
And try to aim down with the spatula because it will stick perfectly.
Now, did it take you guys a long time to kind of master the taste and the feel of the burger?
Well, it took us 2 years, and we were lucky enough to team up with the chef Adam Palesi. He's developed many restaurants here in Tampa. But to get the branding that we wanted and bring it to the market, it took us about 2 years, and we're expanding now. So. Okay,
yes, talk about that because right now you're close to USF.
Correct. We're just a mile away from USF. We figured, hey, we'll start with the alumni. I want to bring it to that community first.
Right.
But on Monday, we're actually launching our food truck on West Shore Boulevard.
Cool.
Which is a location that's being built out. And we're also opening up right next to UT. So people should stay tuned. We grew up in South Tampa, and we're bringing it home.
Yeah, those college students like their burgers.
Absolutely.
So that's cool. Okay, so you got anything special about your buns? They look really good.
Yeah, we get them baked fresh every single day. We get them delivered from a local bakery. We got to keep it local.
Perfect. All right, well, thanks so much, guys, for coming on. I can't wait. I'm going to let it cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to taste it during the break, okay?
Absolutely.
And there's the website right there if you want to find out more information.
Thanks, Janelle.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas. And in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
If my dad's fatal crash taught me one thing, it's that no one's ever ready for what comes after. At Bernetti PA, we dedicate our energy to helping those who never asked to be victims. For a free consultation, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready.
It all starts with a heartbeat. A heart valve replacement at Baycare that saved Matt Sterling's life. Maya, a cancer survivor, was inspired in Matt's class to design beautiful public housing in Tampa. Maya works with Dave, who had spine surgery at Baycare after a fall. He's now back to work and able to spend more time with his daughter and his wife, Susan. Susan is best friends with Dion, who works at Baycare St. Joseph's Children's Hospital, where one night after baby Ian had heart surgery, she would not leave his side. 5 years later, Ian was inspired by another Baycare patient to become a firefighter when he grows up. And by the way, Ian is the son of Matt Sterling, the teacher. When we help one, we help everyone. That's the Baycare effect.
Yeah, that's it. You know what this is? This is what a bathroom is supposed to look like. For a long time, homeowners had two choices. You could have a bathroom that looked incredible or one that was actually easy to live with. Beautiful or practical, pick one. We decided that wasn't good enough. No grout lines to scrub, no surfaces to seal, no maintenance every other week. Just a finish that looks beautiful every single day. Lock in summer savings with West Shore Home. Right now, buy a full bath remodel, get a shower free. Plus, lock in 12 months of no payments and no interest financing. This is the new standard in luxury bathroom design, and it's only available through West Shore Home. Buy a full bathroom remodel, get a shower free. Plus, lock in 12 months of no payments and no interest financing, and get started today with no money down. Call 1-800-WEST-SHORE or visit westshorebath.com. Don't miss out.
Choose Winters and Yonker, and we will send an attorney to you. Let our aggressive attorneys represent you for your personal injury case. Our firm will send an attorney, not an investigator, legal assistant, or paralegal. Winters and Yonker.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas. And in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time.
I'm Tony.
While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
If you want to watch any of the segments again from today's show, maybe you missed our conversation with our real estate expert or how you can donate school supplies, watch the show again at 3 o'clock on our free 10 Tampa Bay streaming app. Download and watch it on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Yeah, back to school. Be here before we know it.
I know, it's almost here.
Yeah. All right, have a great one, everyone.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
The Great Day Live Kitchen is sponsored by Kitchen Saver, custom cabinet renewal.